Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Madyson. If you're new, I do lifestyle, spirituality, self-development type videos. It is a day in my life on a full moon. I'm basically combining my spiritual full moon routine into a daily vlog slash day in my life. What would I do on a full moon? I have a full moon routine here on my channel, but it was from over a year ago and I really just wanted to do it more vlog style instead of giving you suggestions, because yesterday was a full moon in Sagittarius and there was a full lunar eclipse, which has not happened since 2019. So very intense energy. I was feeling it from 2 weeks ago. This full moon can mean something different to everyone depending on where it is in your chart. But for me, it was really about letting go. And I think that was the overall theme, is to really shed your skin, get rid of the old, and step into this newness. Like, where are you holding yourself back? Where has things not been working? And yesterday with the full moon opened up a portal. So the veil is very thin because on June 10th, I'm pretty sure, with the new moon, there is a solar eclipse. So this like 2-week time span, very sensitive time, veil is very thin. So if you start getting downloads or maybe plot twists or whatever in your life, maybe that's why. Saturn just went into retrograde and Mercury is about to go retrograde. So fasten your seatbelts if you haven't done your work. But if you have consciously been trying to better yourself, don't worry about it. It's only hard if you make it hard, and it's only hard if you resist it. So I started off today by going to yoga. I needed to get some wine for my yoga teacher. I didn't know what kind to get her, but I knew that she liked this certain bottle of wine. I go to yoga every week and it just happened to fall on the full moon.
What's that?
I got myself Starbucks and then I folded some laundry. I made myself some lunch. After I made my lunch and put my towels away, I made myself a bath. I washed my hair first in the shower and everything, but afterwards I always jazz up my baths, especially on full moons, eclipses, whatever the case is. I like to put some candles around it and put some crystals, and I love to put Epsom salt in my bath and bubbles. This bath though, I really wanted to infuse it with some self-love. So I have some roses that are on the verge of being thrown out. So I ended up taking some of the roses and put them in my bath. The candle that I was burning is rose as well, that I personally made. I make intention setting candles. If you guys are interested, check out my Instagram page at Lotus Me Bloom. That's where you'll see a lot of them. I'm working on a website. But anyways, so I did that. I love Epsom salt for help bringing out toxins. And I just bathed in it, and you can kind of start smelling the rose with the petals soaking in the water. So I just love that. I infuse it with some intentions to help me cleanse my body. And water is so cleansing, not just actually like getting clean, but it's actually a great way to cleanse yourself spiritually. So I do that all the time, and I especially wanted to do it for the full moon and eclipse yesterday. So for dinner I got something heavier. I got a pizza with a salad, but I know sometimes people want to eat better when the energy's like that, but for me, I randomly got very sad. Like after my bath, I was just like reminiscing on things and I was looking back at things. I did some journaling the night before about like why I was feeling a certain way, and something that I am very thankful for is I have this sisterhood that I'm a part of It's just a group of women, and we have a certain app where we can talk to each other and like witness each other and just vent and whatever. So I just was typing away because I was just like, I need to get this out of my head. And literally by the time I was done typing, I felt like I had purged. I felt like I lifted something off of me, and that just tells you right there how powerful, like, just getting things out. I feel like I got clarity and just venting a little bit, because for the last 2 weeks I've just been having like reoccurring thoughts that make no sense, and I got it out and I felt so good. That's really like what I did after the bath, is I just sat there and just was like, what is life? And I pulled some cards. As you guys saw on my self-care routine, I love to pull cards, especially when I'm feeling down, but especially on eclipses and new moons, full moons. It just helps you navigate the energy, and you can ask what you need to know. Like letting go came out, and that is a huge one for this moon. So I ended up like meditating, which really is just me running my psychic tools to ground myself. But my psychic tools is what I've been taught, how to just ground myself, how to stop overanalyzing, and really protect myself from outer energy. So I did that, and then I just really felt called to make a list of things I wanted to release. So I just wrote a big page and just got it all out. It could be specific or really basic, like I want to release fears, or you could get specific of I want to release fear of abandonment. And I folded it up, I burned it with some sage and Palo Santo. Make sure you're getting things ethically sourced. I've had my sage for like 2 years. I just try to be very mindful of what I do. Use a fire safe bowl. I don't think mine is, because I felt like it started to make a noise, so don't do that. And then I did end up setting some crystals out under this full moon. Now usually I don't do that. Usually I do not set crystals out under a eclipse, because they say eclipse energy is kind of chaotic. You don't want to charge your crystals with some chaotic energy, and I've always fully believed that. But I've gotten to this point where I'm just like, it's all about intention and what you give it. I think I have set them underneath of eclipse before, but very, very rarely. I think I did it one time before today. So I think it's all about the intention. If you feel called, you need to set them out under this eclipse, because it is powerful energy. If you make it good energy and just good intentions, it'll be all right. Now, I did use some of my Reiki skills to make sure that it's not chaotic energy, to balance that energy. So I did incorporate my Reiki into that. And I am taking Reiki clients. If you guys are interested, I just did my first one on a friend that I met in Sedona, soul sister, and she lives in Canada. And I gave her a remote Reiki session. She's my very first client, and she said how powerful it was. And that, not to toot my own horn, just to like give you guys an example, because I know some people are like, how can you do remote Reiki? They actually say that it can be more powerful than doing it in person. And she was blown away by what I told her. It was exactly spot on. And I don't like to say that to like brag. I was blown away by her saying that, because I was doubting my own abilities, which has been a very big theme for me this full moon. And I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna have any insight to tell her, like other than maybe a blocked chakra or something. And I had these messages come through. I saw some things, and she was like, that was the most resonant reading I've ever had. And I've had readings from people with 20+ years of experience. So it's powerful, guys. And I was like blown away, because I'm very self-critical, as I have shared in some of my videos. And that for me was like, wow, I can do this, because this theme of this moon was about polarities too, the contrast, the differences. For me, one moment I'm like, I can do this, yeah, let's get it. And the next moment I'm like, I'm impatient, I can't do this, what was I thinking? You know, that positive, negative, which we all go through, but like for me, that's been my theme. Yeah, so anyways, where was I going with this? It's about intention is what I'm trying to get back to. I don't feel like any of my crystals are chaotic. We'll see. I guess I'll give you guys an update. I did put out my water bottle last night because I don't usually drink my moon water just because I'm not quite sure if it's okay to drink with some of the crystals that I put in there, so I just play it safe. And I do like to put the moon water in my baths. So this morning I took a bath and I put my moon water in my bath and just soaked in it because it was charged with my intentions, a little bit of Reiki stuff I did, and then all of the crystals intentions. So that's why I love moon water. You can do so many things with it. I have noticed that this water tastes very, very clean, like very fresh, like than the water I usually put in it. I don't know, there's something about this, it tastes really clean. So I think that's cool. I mean, if I start acting chaotic, then I guess I'll let you guys know. But I think it's all about the intention, and that's what I've learned over the year, because I was very like, do not charge your crystals with the eclipse, don't do that. But like I said, if you're feeling called to do that, just do it. I did read a few pages yesterday, which is more than I usually do. I'm trying to get back to that. I kind of suck at reading. But I got a book that my Reiki teacher suggested to us. It's called Self-Care for the Self-Aware. I'll let you guys know how I like it. It's a very easy read. I just don't like to read really anymore. So we'll see if I finish it. I should be able to finish it. I really have no excuse. And then I got on a call with my sisterhood. I'm part of a course called 13 Moons, and she just gives us information about every moon or season, like Gemini season. She gives you a list of like the themes for that season, and we circle together, and it's just a really sacred, safe place for us to vent and then do a meditation and all that good stuff. But anyways, our circle was really about stepping into this portal and looking at the polarities in our life. You know, where are you feeling like you have to do everything by yourself, the lone wolf syndrome? Guilty. There was just some really good questions and a lot of clarity came up. We like looked at ourselves in a mirror, and it was so weird because like the person I saw was very Victorian, and she was a little bit more, not put together, but she had her hair up and kind of like this Victorian looking dress. And after we voiced our polarities and things that we want to let go of and things that just don't serve us anymore, we walked through this portal. We walked through this star, cosmic, you know, angelic portal. And we look at ourselves in the mirror again, and I was more earthy, my hair was down and curled. Basically what I'm trying to say is that I felt more free once I let things go. When I let those old past selves of me that I feel like I was really mourning go. This might be too much information for this day in my life video. But anyways, it was just so healing and clearing, and I feel so much lighter today, and like those reoccurring thoughts, I feel like I finally left my space. But after my circle, I just try to be very intentional, and I could not sleep last night. I was just laying awake, having ideas, and I just was writing them down of things I needed to do. In the mornings, which is usual, even if there's a full moon or not, I do like to write my dreams down. And because I always get really weird, like, I always get weird dreams, guys. I know that this is really different of a day in my life. I don't think I've ever seen someone do this as a day in my life, but hey, we're just creating new things over here. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. and got a little bit of what I do on full moons. And it's not always the same, it's just really about what I need to do. If I need to just lay down and cry, then I do that. Because sometimes the energy, girl. I need to make a new moon routine or video because I don't think I have any on this channel for some reason, but it's honestly almost the same thing, just maybe a little bit different. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to go. I hope you guys had a good full moon in Sagittarius, and this can be applied to any full moon, so don't think like, oh, I missed it, whatever, because I'm gonna be uploading this day or two later. So it is what it is. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe for more videos. Bye guys.